All right, so like I told you guys, I went to come drop my sister off at a job, and as soon as I got here, she wanted to go to an agency that she needed to check out. So as soon as I got here, the firefighters pulled up, and they're coming right now as we speak. But you try to get a distance away from them. The key to them getting a good scan on you is you pretty much being in close proximity to these cocksuckers. So pretty much I dropped her off probably across the street over there. The address was like 1251 something. I'm in the city of Santa Fe Springs. All right. Not only that, but you see, like they can cross here. You know what I mean? They can cross by, but I'm in a lot like way the fuck far away from anything. You know what I mean? Like nobody can really come into close proximity of me because I'm just far too far away for these cocksuckers. So let me just step out real quick because I once I heard them coming. Ah shit! I'm getting hit with energy. Oh fuck! I gotta get my. They can get maybe a little bit, but not as much as they want. You know what I mean? So the first thing I noticed is that there's a fucking alarm going off, and it sounds like it's coming from that way, but then it sounds like it's coming from this way. So I don't know exactly where it's coming from. A car alarm's going off, as you can see that. So they're trying to stimulate your brain right now so that they could collect information. So this is probably like a high density area where there's like so like for instance, if you drive around the block, usually you'll find like weird vans or trash trucks or just like multiple types of vehicles. You see? So they have some bullshit right here. Like the best thing for you to do is like move. If they want you in a certain area, roll up your windows and like pretty much stay in an enclosed space because you're not what's it called, like if you stay still, you'll get focused energy more. So I try to leave away from like an area they want me to be. So like say I drop my sister off here. So they expect me to be within this vicinity. If I leave like 5 blocks down from where I'm at, it's not gonna really be no point because the energy right here is obviously high. And so like I had a trash truck right here parked um just earlier. It was parked down there just where I'm pointing the camera. Urgent care, there's a hospital right here. So I guess it's a hospital. I don't know. It looks like a hospital to me. It says urgent care. So they're gonna have ambulances and shit coming through here. So like it's weird. It's weird how like all of a sudden my sister gets a call and then the job that she needs or whatever is like next to a hospital, and then like we were in the area at the time because we're coming back from the beach, and then like so then they have this call like, oh yeah, come in and do a freaking we needed to fill out a paper or whatever. So like as soon as you come to a stoplight like this will be like the perfect time for them to come. So because I've been shielding all night, low key I think I fucked them up. and and like I don't really care, bro. Like honestly, I'm already just like I'm way too advanced to give a shit. And this fool, he has a Freemason freaking sticker on his fucking car right here. This stupid fucking retard. This, and it says Mason something. Let's go check it out. Alrighty. Well, if I go through this, it's gonna kind of be problem. So I just want to get a picture of the sticker and then I'm gonna dip out. But if I was scared, right? If I was scared to fucking be around here, you know what I mean? Like I would have left because the firefighters might show up any second. You know what I mean? So to me, it doesn't really matter if they do or if they don't, because their plan is failing, and I'm pretty much displaying it. You know what I mean? You know, Freemasons are child traffickers, right? I said, you know, Freemasons are child traffickers. So yeah, this is like obviously like a high energy zone. They're trying to get some type of information, and the only way, see, like that was a trash truck right there that was parked in the. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me park. It was parked in the shopping center right here. You guys can see it right there. The trash truck. They have some type of technology, because if you think about it, right? If the government is trying to put up a surveillance grid, right? What companies are driving around mostly all the time, right? For instance, people are always driving around. That's the number one, because people can always. But what can you install machinery on? You know what I mean? Like trash trucks, freaking uh postal trucks, FedEx trucks, UPS trucks, like they can all pretty much install stuff within the car, within the vehicle, to do certain things. It's like a computer driving around. You know what I mean? So the best option for them to do, since everybody's invested in big data, would to be putting stuff within the vehicle. I don't know how exactly it works, but pretty much it's to collect information. So the bigger the ones that are overseeing the program, the more the ones that are overseeing it are going to have the more better technology. So I would imagine that like a fire department, or like, the police department, whatever, they would have a lot of this updated type of technology, because they're the ones that need to maintain order. You know what I mean? Because the fire department is not here. It's not here for us. Their purpose is not what you think it's for. The fire department, their purpose is not what you think it's for. The military, their purpose is not what you think it's for. We've all been lied to. We've all been told that these structures, the way the system is structured, is supposed to be for our protection, but it's supposed to keep us in this freaking system. It's not for our protection. It's to protect whatever their interests are. It's never been for us. Maybe at one point there was a time like that, but no longer. Now it's become just a fucking fuckery of bullshit. But yeah, see, now that I'm out of that area, I feel a lot better. And my sister can call me anytime and I can just pull up. But see, now that I'm documenting it, now that I'm talking about it, it just puts them on the spot. So then when they're passing, if I'm not close to a fire, a freaking hospital, then how are they going to be passing me? And if I'm away from them, they're not going to show. They're not going to show themselves. If I'm parked away from these people, like where they can't reach me, like if I park in this place right here, and I park all the way at the end or something. Wait, hold on. I don't think this shit's charging properly. There we go. I can park anywhere, dude. Like, let's see, like these things, bro. I don't know if you guys can. Bro. But yeah, bro, like I'm jacking these perps up right now, bro. Straight up. They know it. I know it. I don't gotta prove shit. I know for a fact that I'm fucking them up, and I'm gonna stay fucking them up, one way or another, because the Most High gives me victory against my enemies, pretty much. The Most High gives me victory against my enemies, bro. There we go. See, this is a good place to park. It's a big lot right here across. What guy? What car? I've been approached by bigger people than me. I'm not afraid to fight, so I'm not afraid of any of these cowards. Once you're being put through this system, it's like you either figure out how it all works, like because obviously they're not trying to kill you, but there can be still circumstances where you get yourself put in that somebody might not be a perp that you mistake for a perp, and you get crazy with them, and then they have a gun or something like that. That can always happen, but that's why you have to be calm. You have to keep your cool, like, and just pretty much know yourself, know your surroundings, and just like I guess try not to go off the deep end unless you know the person is gang stalking you. Then you can talk crap to them. But like if you know 100% that they are, but like just don't go like talking to people and saying like, "Yo, you're following me" and all this stuff. Like I don't really be doing that, until I know for a fact. I just record them, I record and I get evidence. I don't need to really talk to these people unless I feel like it. But this fucking light is gonna take for fucking ever, so I'm gonna fucking have to do a little swoop to whoop real quick. Nigga, what? Swoopity whoop to whoop. Oh my goodness, it's freaking hot. Oh my goodness, there's no shade up in here, blood. You're gonna die. It's hotter than hell right now. What's poppin'? Kudos. Oh, the Freemason one. Oh yeah, it was a lady. I mean, even if it was a guy, I don't care. I mean, I don't give a shit. I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk shit because they know. What are they gonna do? They know who I am. I mean, especially if they're Freemasons, they obviously know who I am. See, like just this guy. He ain't even in his car. I'm pulling up right next to him. I don't know if he's in there or not. I freaking know. It's not illegal to film, and I'm in a public place, so I have the right to be there, even if I'm not conducting business. I have a right to be there. If you know what I mean. You gotta know your rights. That's why I walk around the way that I do because I know that I'm a sovereign being, and then I know that these cowards they don't have no authority over me unless I give it to them. All right. So know where you stand in Christ, or wherever you feel like you stand. You're a powerful a being, human being, not like the rest. We think differently. That's why we're targeted. We act differently. We hold ourselves to higher standards. Because they do not care. They don't hold themselves to a higher standard. We want to see growth and prosperity with them. You're done?
Hey,
You're done?
almost. She's gonna just take my picture. Where you parked at?
Hey, it doesn't matter. Call me when you're done.
All right.
Alrighty. So I don't know. I guess my service isn't working that good right here. It's fine if the camera turns off. It's because most likely a fire department is probably gonna try to pass right now. So okay, so the camera switched. I didn't switch it. I don't know how it switched to the front camera. Um, so it did that on its own. See, you see how they work? These cowards. It's fine. It's fine if the fire department passes. It's just they're cowards anyways. They're Freemason cowards that work for the same system as all the rest of these cowards. Because I don't follow them, they need to get that shit correct. They always happen to pop up wherever I'm at. Always. And for sure the most of the time is when they pop up when I'm shielding. That's whenever I see the most activity. Whenever I'm using certain shielding, especially certain shielding that's more stronger than others. And I've talked about shielding in my videos, so if you guys want to find out about that, you guys gotta go. I mean, I have most of the stuff titled information, good info. I always put like something pretty much like to the point of the title has to do with like the video. Shoot, Bill Gates bought McDonald's. Damn. Yeah, he's really trying to push toward. I don't know if you guys seen that movie Gamer, where I mean, there's a bunch of videos of it. You know, nano dust and nano particulates, where it talks about he claps his hands and like kind of like lets the smoke go in his face, and then he tries to like control him. So it's pretty much like that's why I feel like they're trying to head to, so they can just control people. I mean, the people at the top, they can control people, control their decisions, and that keeps them in power. So nobody is able to rise against them. Nobody is able to question them. So they're trying to build a pretty much an empire. It's called the Great Work. That's what it's called. Literally, the Satanists or Freemasons. That's what they call it. It's the Great Work, where they're modifying and doing all kinds of stuff to pretty much gain control of the masses, of the world, of resources, of land, everything. They've already been doing it. That's why it's the Great Work, because it's been taking place for so long already. They've already been working on this for decades, probably century. Who knows? But yeah, man, the food, they want to freaking take over the food. Bill Gates was gonna pay farmers 3 times as much more to not produce crops this year. He was offering farmers, I'll pay you 3 times the amount you get to farm, not to farm. So I'll give you 3 times the amount. Let us do all the farming. Let us pollute the population and make sure that every single person is eating what we're producing. They don't want to leave no little crack. They want to make sure everyone is being dosed. So even the people that are not trying to take the vaccine, they're going to be trying to put shit in the food for us to ingest it in some kind of way, if that is possible. You know, they're going to be modifying our bodies even more, because the more slack we give them, the more they want to think they can do things to us. So with the vaccine, they're like, well, no, people are not revolting, people are not protesting yet, so we're going to keep on pushing little by little behind the closed doors. Behind closed doors, they're gonna try, man. I've been fighting this system for about Since I started posting, okay, so I have my YouTube channel for 5 years already. I've been targeted for 8. I was, I would say I was in a state of confusion, a little bit of fear, and in the beginning stages of my targeting. Once a year or two passed, after the third year, I started to understand what was happening. I started to fight back toward like the third or fourth year. I started saying, you know what? If I just stay quiet, these people are gonna freaking take. They're gonna take control. They're gonna try to take control of my life. And for someone to try to wake you up, put your body to sleep, to try to put stuff in your body that you're not consenting to, put stuff in your mind, read your thoughts. Like now, there is nothing that is private or that is sovereign to us because we're being taken advantage of, and it's our bodies that belong to us, right? So once that is happening, because I feel like as an empowered individual, we're kind of like the test subjects for the new world order. So they're testing their weapons on us because they want to perfect them. And so anybody else that tries to get out of line with in the future, they have already tested these certain things. They're trying to get certain patents approved. They'll put certain technologies in certain people's bodies that had surgery in hospitals, doctor's office, dental offices. There is actual cases that you can pull up where people have taken people to court for these things and had these things removed from their body. So to try to tell me that it's not happening, I mean, they're full of shit. They're just trying to cover it up. We know that it's happening. All these people are just trying to hide the truth. They're trying to pretend like it's not happening because they don't want it happening to them. But this world has already become driven by money. Nobody cares about, people's privacy being private, their bodies being private. They don't mind, sharing their brains with AI technology and stuff like that. We never consented to none of that shit. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want no fucking computer in my brain. I don't want to be connected to no satellite because the government can do that and do watch their im- their personnel. They have satellites that watch them. You know how many satellites are in space? Or not even space, but it's before space. Um it's before, I forgot how he explained it, but it's not space. It's just before the firmament. Space is like, there's like a little part of like space where but it's still within the firmament. They can't cross it. So yeah, they have those things floating up there, and they watch the military personnel with them, like certain ones, CIA agents, people that are working on things that they don't want them talking about. Like in these high government classified, areas, certain areas, they don't, they watch their personnel. So just how like they watch their personnel, they can assign satellites since there's so many of them. They're watching everyone. They're collecting all kinds of information, so they can target certain people if they wanted to. Easily they can do it. And who is gonna know? Like, they can be manipulating people around you. They can like, and then there's the ones that work for them, and then just like the people that are ignorant, that are sheep, that we gotta kind of step up and show them what the hell's going on. But you could only lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink. I'm not here trying to preach on the street. I'm just here to talk to people. Sometimes I just get a sense to talk to certain people. You got to go in areas that you know that the people that you're gonna be surrounded by have like an open mind. So like in my opinion, I go to like places where there'd be a flat Earth conference, or there'd be like any place like with people similar to that, people that are into like hacking. You can go to like places where they, I don't know, just do different types of fields that kind of consist with the gang stalking, and try to talk to these people. Those are the ones I would try to reach, because all these people, they already know what they're doing. A lot of them out here, and they don't care. They want to be part of this system. They don't care about the truth, because I'll tell them, I'll tell these people like, yo, like, you're following Satan, you're following this fucking beast system, and they don't care. They're just like whatever, and they go back to their gang stalking. It doesn't matter. So try to reach the ones that they don't want you reaching. It starts with the young generation. If you go start pulling up to like schools, doesn't matter what, how old they are. The younger the better, but you don't want to like confuse them or overload their minds with a lot of crazy stuff. You just want to inform them and put them on the right path, because they need to pretty much, as long as they're aware of it, then they kind of know which way to go. So you don't want to, overload them and tell them, oh, the government and this. Like, you just give them the information where they can look it up themselves, and then you can tell them like certain things. Yeah, like whatever, the government's corrupt. We're freaking, uh, our birth certificate is actually just a freaking piece of paper that's showing that you're a dead entity, and it's not an actual certificate of live birth. So when you go to court, you're like pretty much represented by a corporation, because you're not a live person. So you have to take certain measures to fill out certain forms to change your status, so that you can get a certificate of live birth, and they have to change, and not, these corporations are no longer in power over you being a dead entity. You are now a live, living person.
You're done?
All right. So my sister just got out of the office that she was at, so I could show you guys uh, exactly, like, where I was at and stuff. Oh man, it's hot today. I went to the beach yesterday. I was gonna do a video, but um, it was like kind of cloudy, so I just. It's all right though. I probably might go back today, because I'm trying to change the area that I'm in. If you stay in one area too frequently, they'll like try to pretty much corner you in there, and they'll try to so when you start moving around, like it helps, but I mean, you're not going to get away from it. If they want to target you with certain energies, they're going to find a way. um but you can make it hard for them for sure. Make it hard for these freaking cowards, because they want it easy. They want an easy way to be able to target you. They want you to just be in a home where they can pretty much have you stationary, so they can target you. An electric box. So I had 7 viewers right now. 2 people jumped off as soon as they seen I'm leaving. So they, who knows if it's, obviously gang stalkers or something like that. I can't tell. It doesn't show me who's online. Um, but I'm pretty sure, there's somebody monitoring this channel and trying to keep me under their rule and shit. Their rules, their bullshit. Let's see if we catch an ambulance as soon as I get here. Like they'll have a call all of a sudden, or you know what I mean. It's just timed to a precise T every time. The planes, the these first responders. Like I don't go fucking looking for their asses. I never have ever until they started messing with me. But I would just like see like where the hell they're going. Why are they following me? Like why are they popping up all of a sudden? Because it's weird, right? So like say they get a call, right? They get a call which is timed like they're talking to them right now. Okay, oh, there's an emergency, going this way, down this street. There's an emergency, right? They finish getting off of the phone with them. And then they're like, they complete the call and then they tell them, okay, you need to respond to this fucking spot, right? Do they sit on the call and then like wait for me to come down the street and then leave? Like they're all of a sudden ready to go? See like these two trucks right here approaching me. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden when I'm coming down, like, yep, see those trucks right there? Those work for the power grid right there. Those two. Look, as soon as I pass, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I've seen those trucks before. They work for Edison or something like that. I don't know which ones, but watch. Let me see if I could catch up to them.
Dick, I didn't know they were gonna have to take my picture for my badge.
Dick, I don't care, Dick. I'm doing a video.
What?
I'm doing a video, so.
Dick, really?
Fucking shit, man.
Then why are you
I'm
carrying
fucking
it?
leaving. Hold on, I'm doing a video. I'm live right now. Come on, you fucking gay ass motherfucker. Alright, so those fools took off. They already dipped. I won't be able to catch up to them. But they had two of them passing right here. As soon as that, I'm telling you, bro, it's timed. That's how they do it. They time it exactly. Like, so they know when you're fucking on your phone. That's why it's way better to not keep your phone on. And like, if you're gonna pull up to a place that you're supposed to be or where they're expecting you to be, make the opposite turn. Like, go to the left instead, and you were supposed to go to the right. And they'll have to literally like stall. They'll stall to to what's it called, to like approach you. They'll stall, or they'll have to keep going because they won't stop. They'll have to keep going. So like they're expecting you to make a right. Instead, you made a left. You'll park there for like 2-3 minutes and then go to your actual destination. Like always stall. Like don't do what your normal intentions are. Like make them wait. Like go the opposite way. Just like do some random shit. And like you have appointments. Like I've heard people telling me this. You have appointments. Like don't show up to them. Don't go. Like literally they'll have perps there waiting for you. Like if you get in your car and pretend like you're gonna go to your appointment, but you don't even show up to the block. Like you'll go like just the opposite direction. You take the wrong freeway and just go like. Then they'll be like waiting like fucking like idiots, bro. I'm telling you, I've done this shit like multiple times. They're fucking idiots. These fucking people. They have way too much time on their hands, and they're being influenced by a bunch of fucktards. So, so yeah, that's pretty much everything that I just had to say today. I'm gonna um I'm gonna upload some videos today, and that's kind of how like the trucks look, the white ones, but they work on the sewer systems. I think they do like electrical in the sewer or something like that. I've seen those trucks. I've seen them before. They park, they put their cones, and they work like they take off the sewer top. There's two of them. But yeah, they didn't get shit because I didn't feel any energy when I passed them. So they're trying right now for sure, though. They are trying. I give them that. But they're gonna fail like always. So I'm out. I'm gonna enjoy my day. I might head to the beach and I'll upload some more videos. But you guys have a good day and freaking don't ever back down to the system because the system it's fake and it's controlled by a bunch of fake ass people. And never be like them. Never give them what they want. You know, they want you to sell out and be a fake ass person just like them. So always hold on to the light within.